that's truthfully, we each have our personal struggle, and, you know.
The porn industry talks a lot about couples porn. I mean, you starred in a lot of movies that were for couples. How much do you think that this couples porn is really for couples, or is it mainly just for, you know, lonely men who feel better about themselves if it's called couples porn?
You know, I think couples porn is just, truthfully, if you have to watch a movie to be intimate with the person that you love more than life itself, the person that is your soulmate, your life partner, the person that you've dedicated everything to. I mean, if you have to sit and watch two other people showing you what to do, that's pretty sad. I mean, sex isn't about, it's not a visual thing. Sex isn't a visual thing. It's a physical sensation, you know. For men, it tends to be very physical and stimulating. For us, too, but and for women, it's very emotional. But for the most part, it's the emotional part of the act that is so, that's what makes it so intimate and special. It's intimacy. It's not about just the physical and how it looks and the actual, it's not about necessarily the turn-on. The turn-on's just a reason for you to actually do it. But it's not what sex is about. Sex is about becoming one and procreation, you know? Babies. God made the girls and the guys, and don't even get me started on the homosexuality part, because I have a lot of friends and people that are homosexuals, but I...
Do you think that being, active, practicing homosexual is a good thing?
No, and that's between them and God, truthfully. I'm not going to, like I said, I don't hate the person, but I don't agree with the act. And, you know, I can't judge them, because who am I to judge? You know, that's God's place. But do I think that it's okay? No, I don't. I think that it's immoral, and I disagree with it entirely. But that's for them to choose on their own.
Do you think that a man should be allowed to marry a man and that be called marriage?
No. No, not at all.
How much do women, you think, choose to watch porn on their own as opposed to, you know, they watch it with their boyfriend or husband just to, because that's such a big deal for him and it's something that she gets into?
I don't think a lot of women watch porn on their own. I think more women say that they watch porn on their own. And they're like, oh yeah, I love it, and I have this big porn collection, and they'll brag to guys, you know, I'm such a horny person, I watch porn all the time. And some women do, I guess, because some women like the visual stimulation, you know. But I think it's more of a guy thing, because guys are more into the visual. Women are more into the emotional. Like, I would rather have phone sex than watch a porno. Not that I do, but, you know, I'd rather hear the words and have someone personally talking to me, as opposed to just watching two people go at it like rabbits. It's just, it does nothing for me at all. I've watched like 5 porns in my life.
Do you think when the First Amendment was written, they were thinking Max Hardcore? We're protecting Max Hardcore's right?
If they were, they would have amended it. They would have rewritten that one a little bit more specifically. It would maybe made some little clause in addition, you know, stating that it just, except in these situations.
Like, I don't buy that pornography is free speech. I think it's like a form of free expression, but don't tell me this is speech.
That's, no. That would be like saying that, you know, I had sex with my dog, it doesn't have a soul, it can't vote, you know, it's not like I bought it, it's my own personal property, it's in my home. If I want to do the video with my dog, then that's just me expressing myself. Hello? It's sick, and I guarantee you that if that happened, there would be some legal ramifications for it. There just would be. They would come take the dog away, and you would be charged with some sort of, you know, something. Wouldn't they charge you with something for that, I would assume? And yet, you know, you can go out and you can pay someone just because they're another consenting adult to do a video, and it's okay. It's not free speech. What are you saying? I mean, what does porn say? That, you know, idolatry and immorality is cool, and it's not. It's not even freedom of speech, and they know that. It's just a money-making business that man will always look for sex, and man will always make money selling it. So it's just.
What percentage of porn actors do you think are emotionally healthy? I mean actors and actresses. I mean the people who perform in front of the camera.
It's kind of hard to say. I mean, I never felt that I was emotionally unhealthy. I just felt like I was pretending to be something that I wasn't. I was spiritually unhealthy. Emotionally, I'd probably say maybe 20%, but I wouldn't say that they're happy. I'd say they know what they're doing. They're making a conscious decision to do it, and they struggled with it. But I wouldn't say they were unhealthy. I would say it's more just them trying to figure out the alternatives, you know? Pretty much the ones that aren't on drugs. The ones that are on drugs, definitely unhealthy. And it's very, very common now.
After that primetime special aired, I got into an argument on a chat board, and I said, everyone that performs sex in front of a camera is a freak.
Thank you.
But it is. It's like, it's a freaky thing. It's not a healthy.
It is a freak. No, I'm kidding. It's, I was a freak. It was. And sometimes I go back and I read the interviews, and you ask me you told me you wanted to post all the old stories on me and stuff, and that's why I just said, I'd rather that you didn't, just because it's not who I am. It's not who I was. It's who I portrayed myself to be, and it's not who I want to be remembered as. You know, it's not. I mean, I think I did pretty good at what I did. I'm definitely not bragging about that. But yeah, it was kind of freakish. I look back at interviews and I read them, and I'm just like, oh my God, I don't even know who this person was. Just like totally nympho, and going to parties, and there's pictures of me making out with girls on the dance floor, and skirt flipped up, and just, tongue down people's throats, and just fooling around, running around with a strap-on at a bar, and it's just like, seriously.
Alima, you have a call on line 3. Alima, you have a call on line 3.
That's not me. But, no, yeah, you have to be, but that's the thing, you have to be a freak to be in the business, because if you're normal, you can't handle it.
One thing that I'm struck by as a journalist is how once someone's been in the industry for a while, they pick up all the cliches. It's like the newcomers tend to be more honest, but there's something about, like, it changes people's mindset as they get in the industry, and then they have all these things, well, it's legal, or, we're teaching people about sex, or...
They're trying to justify it?
Yeah, they pick up all the same cliches.
Because they're trying to justify it. It's in their own minds. It's like they're trying to convince you that they're convinced that they're doing this for a cause. Like, there's a reason. They don't want to just say, yeah, I'm doing it for the money. Yeah, it's totally wrong. It's totally immoral. I'm a freak. Just, it's business. But truthfully, that's what it comes down to. But they want to feel like they're doing something. They're doing something for somebody. There's a reason. There's something that they're doing. There's something good that's going to come out of it, but there's really not.
A lot of porn people I interview say that they're sex educators. They're teaching the world, about sexuality and how to express it. Do you think pornography is...
Penis goes in the hole, and it goes back and forth. I mean, how much further do you really need to go? You explore. You get married. You have sex with your partner. You're just like, this is what I got, this is what you got, let's play. You don't have to have somebody tell you. I mean, do you think Adam and Eve were like, God, can we give a little booklet that tells us what we're supposed to do? No. They know. We're sexual creatures. That's why, people know how to have sex. People have sex in the jungles without watching porn. They know how to do it, and I'm sure they satisfy each other. You don't have to watch somebody else do it. It's not educational. It's not. It's not. You want that, you read a medical book, and it's like vagina, the genitals, the stimulation, nerve endings, whatever. But I disagree. The whole educational thing, yes, there are sex educators, and maybe people need them, but I don't even really agree with that. I don't agree that people need sex educators. I think they're just looking for more gratification. They're looking for just some kind of release. It's like, focus on something that's important. Sex is not the most essential thing in life. It's not the most important thing in life.
Is it in the top 5?
Some of us, but then you have the great people who give up sex, that never have sex. They're celibate for life because they want to, most of them are priests or things like that. And there are some that are very good, that truly are celibate and truly go celibate because of their work for God. And that's very admirable. Sex shouldn't be the most important thing. Your family, your spouse, there are much more important things. But sex is still important. Even God says sex is important. Between